The inbound will come from Washington. Reed is jumping up in front. Doncic has the ball, down by 2.
There's the switch.
Gobert is out there. Doncic maneuvers for the lead. Got it! Got it! What a shot! Dallas has taken the lead.
Just what Reggie Miller said. Go for the win. But it ain't over yet. 3 seconds is a long time, and it's only a 1-point lead here. But that's just Rudy Gobert in an impossible situation. I don't totally understand. I know they wanted to switch back with McDaniel, but Lively did a great job getting out of there.
But, Coach, look at this. He had him on skates from the beginning. My goodness.
I agree.
Dancing with the stars, whatever you want to call it. Rudy Gobert had zero chance in contesting.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian from USA Cards. Getting used to that. As I've had a Instagram and eBay and YouTube handle change from USA.Patriot to USA Cards. Already talked about that. What a night, what a game, what a shot by Luka. Lulu to the rescue. If you follow my channel at all, you've heard me talk about my baseball team being in the playoffs, high school baseball team being in the playoffs, and we unfortunately lost last night in the 4th round. Got beat by the #1 team in the state, 6-3. In a best 2 out of 3. But we went further than any team in school history, and the bulk of the team is sophomores. So bright future ahead. But one thing that has been super comforting in a time of little disappointment is the Mavericks. Mavericks go up 2-0 against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals. They are coming back to Dallas with a 2-0 lead. 2 games in which both games were decided by the last possession. Luka Doncic tonight with a step back 3, amazing shot, and I just thought, what a time to be a Luka collector. What a time to be a Mavericks super fan. What a time to be in Dallas. And so I just thought I would bust out my Luka bag and show it to you because what else am I supposed to do with it, right? I mean, if we can't be excited about these things in moments like these, then when can we? I thought about waiting on this video and making it once we won the Western Conference Finals, but there's no guarantee of that by any means. The series is not over. Anthony Edwards is a great player. The Timberwolves are the #1 seed in the West, so anything can happen. So I didn't want to wait. I wanted to do it now while I'm feeling great on a great night, even though it's been a disappointing weekend and a disappointing end to the baseball season. But with all that said, Lulu to the rescue. Let's go. Let me show you some of the Luka cards that I am proud to be in possession of tonight. So I've got a few smaller things like this mosaic, but it's cool because it's color matched. I love the green Mavs unis, so that's just a cool little card there. Also have a conference finals. This very appropriate out of contenders as they are up 2-0 in the conference finals. This out of 75. Cool all foil cardboard here. And then I have a Monopoly Black Money Luka. This was a BGS 9. I cracked it out. Thought about resubbing it. Just have not gotten to that point yet. I don't know if I will, to be honest. This is a cool card. I think I stretched on it a little bit a couple shows ago, but it is what it is. Happy to have that one as well. The next 2 are cool because my son and I got these, I want to say back in 2018. Could have been 2019. If it wasn't his rookie year, it was his second year. But these are both hand-signed. Got them at the Mavericks game. And I took 2 lower-end rookies because I didn't want to take like a Prism rookie. I just wanted to get like, cool little autos on cards that aren't that huge. So I chose a Revolution Rookie Revolution parallel, and also a Rookie Kings out of Donruss. You can see kind of might be a little hard to see the black auto there, but pretty cool to have 2 in-person Luka autos. I also have a Major League Baseball that he signed that we took. We were lucky to get 3 of his autos in one night. My son was, I don't know, 12 maybe, so that helped. 12 or so at the time. I need to get these authenticated. I need to send these in, get them authenticated. I'm not sure what the process on that is. I mean, anybody can just, draw an auto on any Luka card and say they're hard signed. I have photos to prove, but I don't even know I don't know what the process is. Do they ask for photos? Do they just look at the autos? I don't know. Does anybody have any experience, can speak to that? All right, and then just getting into the better stuff that I have. This one here is an immaculate premium edition rookie, still sealed, out of 24. The cool part about this is it has a clean auto. A lot of these don't. A lot of these get spotty. This one is really clean. And the other thing that's cool about this is it was a redemption. And I'm not sure how many got redeemed. This is a card you never see. And so I know that the redemptions are expired now from 2018 Immaculate. So however many were redeemed, that's what's out there. And so I know it's not 24 though. So it's a serial number to 24, but it's probably even a lower pop than that. Just a really clean card. Nice patch, 3-color, nice auto. And then I have this out of Donruss, Luka RPA, Timeless Treasures. I got into a break, and I never break at all, hardly ever. But when Luka was a rookie, I got into a couple Mavericks breaks, and I was lucky to pull this. I think it was a 6-box Donruss break. It wasn't even a full case, I know that. I pulled this, and I pulled a Dirk like this out of 10. This one's out of 99. True RPA. Sticker auto, but, I mean, to pull this out of a break was really cool. So, happy to have that. It's these are my only 2 Luka RPAs. So, I don't have any huge, flawless or NTs. I wish. This one's cool because it's a artist proof out of Hoops. It's out of 25. Full foil cardboard, not chromium. And these are always tough to gem. So that's what makes this card here special. Really classic pose there. Simple. And then the Optic Holo rated rookie. This one is right there with the silver prism. I think the silver prism does a little more, but I'll tell you what, you can't beat the silver prism. That's an iconic card, the silver Luka prism rookie. But I love these rated rookie optics, and these holos are just too cool. I know this had dipped for a little while. I'm sure it's back on the rise. All his stuff is back on the rise. I mean, and if he closes this out and he wins a championship, there'll be a certain floor created for his stuff. And right now it's Luka versus Ant-Man, and then it probably will be Luka versus Tatum. So whoever comes out of this NBA season on top is definitely going to be the hobby darling. Now here's a cool one. This one here is an optic checkerboard. Pop 4 on this. The checkerboards have a line, a big thick gray print line that go right through the middle of the card. This one and 3 others do not so far. I mean, there might be others that haven't been graded or pulled even, but this is a super short print in a Pop 10, in a PSA 10. So there's quite a bit of a premium on this as opposed to the PSA 9. I'm not sure what these are doing, but I'll never trade this. And I know where one of the other 4 is, and it belongs to a local card store owner, Joe, Sappy Sports Cards, and I know he'll never trade his. So there's 2 of the 4 that aren't going to go anywhere. Here's another one from that same Donruss Optic set. This one is the White Sparkle. I'll pull this out just because this thing shines so nice. I got it in this jacket. Oh, I'm not an SGC fan by any means. But I found this at the Dallas Card Show and I made a trade for it. And I thought about crossing it, but the highest grade is a PSA 9. There are no 9.5 BGS. There's a little issue on the back. I don't know if you can see it. I've tried to show it in other videos. But there's like dimples right across the bottom. And I think they're on just about every copy. So I thought about crossing this over. But there's just no sense in doing that because I'd be lucky if it got a PSA 9, but there's a real shot it might get a PSA 8 or 8.5, and I would hate to lose the 9, even if it's an SGC 9. This is a cool one you don't see a whole lot of. First Mosaic for Luka. This is out of 2018. The blue, I think this is out of 150. But it's color matched. Color matched blue, very cool there. I love the color match, especially the color matched blue Luka stuff. Here is an iconic one. Now this one, Courtside Select. This one does a lot better than the Prism Silver. The pop count on this is, I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's lower than 40. And this does about 3 times what the Prism Silver does. Iconic shot, Derrick Rose on the card there. Luka rising up for a shot. You just don't see too many of these around. So spent a good bit of time trying to find one of these, and finally did a couple shows ago, maybe about a year or so ago. All right, here are some of the bigger boys right here. The Tiger Stripe, the tattoo match, as Luka has a tiger tattoo on his left forearm. Again, if you followed me for any amount of time, you probably know this trade that I made the last time the Mavericks were in the Western Conference Finals, when they played the Warriors and lost. I believe that was back in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Very lopsided trade for this that involved a PSA 10 Ohtani first Bowman auto pitching, several Joe Burrow cards, a Josh Allen Contenders auto. I mean, I got smoked at the time. It was fair trade, and then Luka's stuff. As the bubble kind of burst, his stuff was so high that it just naturally came down. And then after the season they had last year, in which they did not make the playoffs, his stuff started to come down more. But this is a super popular card. I mean, a lot of people love this card, ask about this card, inquire about this card, want to trade or make a play for this card. I think it's going back toward even, but it's still got a long way to go as far as that trade is concerned. But that's the beautiful thing about trades. They're all time dependent, right? So, sorry, let me just fix this. The trade that you make in 2021 might seem fair, and then in 2022 it might be a total wipeout, and then in 2024 it starts to look a little more fair again. Just depends, It's a living market, so as the player goes, so does the trade that you make for that guy. So the story on that trade is yet to be written fully. I'll never trade that, so it is what it is, but here's a fast break blue, another color match. Not a huge fan of the fast breaks, but any blue Prism Luka you can't go wrong with. So used to have 2 of these, but ended up trading 1 to get the checkerboard 10. And then this one. This one is the classic Luka Prism card. I'm trying to get that glare. That's why I keep moving this, because that overhead light has a glare. But the True Blue, amazing card. I used to have the Blue Ice in a PSA 10, but I sold that. I got a great offer on that, and I had to sell it. And that was tough because that was my grail. But sometimes you got to move grails when the right opportunity arises, and that happened to me. But I'm super glad I thought about selling this at the beginning of the year. I had a couple people that wanted it, but I'm so glad I held on to it, and I'll continue to hold on to it. You just don't see these pop up. People don't want to come off of those. More Luka Blues. This one is the Contenders Optic True Rookie. I think this is out of 199. I'm not sure, maybe 150. But it's the True Blue with the blue auto. Made a trade for this a while back. There was a time when I really went hard on Luka when his stuff started to dip, and I put a good bit of my collection. I just consolidated and traded up into Luka stuff, and right now I'm super happy I did. This isn't the most valuable Luka, but it might be my favorite. I love this card. The Optic Donruss rated rookie on card blue. This one happens to be a 9.5 True Gem Plus. Made a trade for this one at the several shows ago now, probably a year or so ago. But yeah, this one's really nice. I really like that one. And then a couple more. Here's a playoff ticket out of 65. Now, the cool story about this, or the notable about this card, is that it's not chromium, so it's full foil cardboard, which is tough. It's a tough grade. It's got 10 on centering, 9 on edges, 9.5 corners and surface for a 9.5/10 overall grade. It's the highest graded version of this card, highest graded copy of this parallel. Matter of fact, I think it's the only 9.5, but there are no 10s. So this is a cool card for that reason. I was close to moving this once or twice, but I didn't get the value I wanted, and so I just refused to move it unless I was going to get what I wanted. And I'm very, very pleased that I did not move it. I mean, any rookie auto of Luka, especially if it's an on card, is a special card. Doesn't matter. So this was one that I'm glad I kept. And then here's probably the highlight. Now that I moved the blue ice, and it got a little ding in the slab. I'll have to get that re-slab next show. But the rookie ticket Contenders cracked ice. This one out of 25. It's the true parallel, not the variation. Amazing card. Here's one that I traded for. No cash toward this. Made it complete, just a bunch of good liquid cards for this. And as I go back and look at that trade, I've definitely gained some equity out of that trade. It was a bunch of like Vladdy, first Bowman, some Bobby Witts. I can't remember all what else, but I don't know if you're interested. I have videos up that show the trades that I made for each of these, but I do remember going back not long ago and kind of tallying up all the latest comps to see where I was at on that trade, and I was ahead then, and I'm sure I'm really ahead now. And like I said, if the Mavericks can somehow pull this out, all this stuff will just take a nice bump, and a floor will be created. And then just as a shout out to his partner, a couple Kyrie cards that I have. This one's the Clutch Factor Game Use. Look at that patch. Now, I haven't seen at least any Game Use Mavericks stuff for him, but as soon as I see some, I definitely will try to make a play for one. But for now, I got the Cavaliers, his rookie team that he won a championship with, if I'm not mistaken. So on card, stayed on card too, just barely, but this one out of 25, Clutch Factor. I love these Clutch Factors. And then this one, the ever elusive 2012 Prism Silver PSA 10. Interestingly, I just sold one of these. So I had two of them. But I just sold one today, this morning. And I got exactly what I put into it. Which, you might think, well, why didn't you hold it? I'm sure you could stand to make a little money on it. But I sold it because I have another one. This is my second one. And I got this when the Mavericks didn't make the playoffs last year and his stuff went down big time. You just can't find these. In fact, mine was the only one on eBay until I sold it. But you just can't find these. So I got this for about half of what I sold the one this morning for. So I was in high on one and in low on one. So I got out of the one I was high on for what I paid for it, and I kept the one I'm low on. And the guy that bought it is super happy. He's a collector. Canon cards on Instagram. Good guy. This is a PC for him. And I think he, just to be able to get into this card, especially during this time when his market's really, really hot, he got a good deal. I got a good deal just to get out. And yeah, that's where we stand. So thank you, Mavericks, for making the baseball season end a little sweeter. Hopefully we can close this out and meet up with Jason Tatum in the finals. Can't wait. See you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.